Listen, Sarah, I don't think you understand the urgency. Well, the client is ready to sign a six-figure deal, but, well, they need that custom API integration by Friday.
Well, I understand the urgency, Ava, but listen, my team is already at 100% capacity. If we pull them off the security update to do a custom job, well, we risk the stability of the entire platform.
Stability. Listen, if we don't close this deal, we won't have a platform to worry about. We need to be more agile.
Well, okay, everyone, let's take a breath. Listen, it sounds like we have a classic conflict between short-term revenue and long-term stability. Well, exactly. Listen, I'm tired of the sales team making promises that the engineering team has to scramble to keep. It's not sustainable.
And I'm tired of losing deals because our development cycle is too slow.
Listen, I hear both of you. Well, Sarah, what if we reprioritize the task list? Is there anything in the current sprint that can be moved to the next one without affecting security?
Well, we could potentially delay the UI refresh, but listen, it's still a tight deadline.
Well, and Ava, can we go back to the client and ask for a 2-week window for the full integration if we give them a manual workaround for now?
Well, I suppose I could try to negotiate that. If it means we get a more stable solution, listen, they might accept it.
Perfect. Well, it sounds like we have a compromise. Let's document this and move forward.
Well, that was intense. Conflict between sales and engineering is as old as the tech industry itself.
It really is. Listen, Chloe did a great job as a mediator. She didn't take sides.
Well, she identified the core of the problem, short-term versus long-term goals. Listen, in business, you always have to balance these two.
Exactly. And she helped them find common ground. By suggesting a workaround, she gave Ava something to take to the client while giving Sarah more time.
Well, let's look at some of the language they used. They mentioned being agile.
Right. Well, in business, being agile means the ability to move quickly and easily, especially in response to change. For example, we need to be agile to survive in this market.
And Chloe mentioned a compromise.
Well, a compromise is an agreement or a settlement of a dispute that is reached by each side making concessions. Listen, nobody gets 100% of what they want, but everyone gets enough.
Sarah was worried about the capacity of her team.
Well, capacity refers to the maximum amount that something can produce. Listen, if your team is at 100% capacity, you can't just add more work without something else breaking.
Finally, Chloe talked about finding common ground.
Well, that's an idiom that means finding opinions or interests that are shared by each of two or more parties. Like, despite their differences, the two teams found common ground on the project goals. Great resolution. Well, a little bit of empathy goes a long way.